everybody, Y here with the Bergs Run. I am home from work and it was a very stressful day today. And so when I have stressful days, I like to come home and decompress by diamond painting. It is my therapy. It just is calming to me, and I hate that there's drama, because this was my cheaper than therapy therapy, you might say. That's all right. Everything happens for a reason. But anyways, thank you for stopping by. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning. I really appreciate it. If you're new, I hope that you will like what you see and want to stick around for more shenanigans of the empty nester. Right now, I am diamond painting July Diamond Paintalong with friends. We are doing Disney, and I am doing this Disney canvas. It's 40 by 50. It has 24 colors, and it has been such a blast to do. I feel like I'm just blowing through it though, because it's just so much fun. And once I start, I can just go for hours and hours. It does help that the background is a lot of multi-placing, so that just seems to go a whole lot faster than the confetti parts. Confetti, for those of you who don't know, is when you have to change the color in your tray a lot. So the canvas that I put away as a whip to do this one was all confetti. There was no multi-placing at all for that one. It is all confetti. But it's Disney is the theme, so you can join us with any Disney canvas or any canvas that you choose that takes you to that Disney feeling. And Crafty Chef Diamond's video today or yesterday, not sure when I'll put this up, was just wonderful when she was telling Crafty Nails that the series that she was doing still fit into the Disney realm, just simply because those things can be found in Hollywood studios. So, hey, if you want to paint with us and show your progress and have a good time, get to know us, then by all means, let's all do this together. But be sure that you let Crafty Chef Diamond know so that she can put you on the list, and everybody else can friend you so that they will see your progress videos. Because that's the only thing that we really ask, is that you show your progress. Maybe in your progress videos, explain why you chose the canvas that you did. Yeah, it's that easy. No rules, that easy. So this canvas was chosen because when I first met Crafty Chef Diamond, we met over our love of Disney. And so I told her to keep me in mind for the next paint-along, because they were in a different paint-along. And she messaged me back and she was like, how about Disney in July? Well, I was in. And so I asked her if she had a canvas in mind. And this is the canvas that she had stashed to do. And so I went and purchased the same one so we could do the same canvas. But most of the people joining in on this paint-along don't have this canvas. Most of them are doing a different canvas of their choice. So, you know, we're pretty easy. Like Sunday morning, we're just trying to have a good time and get some diamond painting done. But in the meantime, Crafty Chef and I have been sharing some of our love for Disney, whether it's Run Disney or actual going into the parks. And you can learn a lot about somebody by what they do and what kind of passions they have. And yeah, I have a passion for Disney, as does Crafty Chef Diamond. But I shared with you my Run Disney wall. You can check that out in one of my previous videos. I also shared with you my Disney ear wall. I also shared with you our greeters that my children label as creepy. I love them, and every time I see a new one, it's in my cart. I'm buying it. No questions asked. My husband's the same way. No questions asked. We want all the greeters. But something came in the mail for me this week, or maybe it was the end of last week. I'm not sure, but I wanted to share it with you. I'm going to open it so that private information is not. I'm going to Disney World. How about that? I'm going to Disney World. And I got Magic Band Plus. So it has features in it that will make statues talk, or some different things. So here's what it does. It tells you what you can't do. Enter the theme parks and water parks, check in at a lightning lane, connect Disney Photo Pass, unlock the door, charge your food. With the Magic Band Plus, you can also immerse yourself in Disney stories with exciting new features like customizable color-changing lights, vibrations that let you feel the magic, and lights that bring experiences to life. Gesture recognition. Your movements enable magical surprises. And those magical surprises are things like getting different areas in the park to talk. And I think that is super cool. I haven't used the Magic Band Plus yet. So I'm very, very excited about this. Yeah, I'm going to Disney World for a scrapbook event. We are going to stay at the Contemporary Hotel. I'm so excited because I've never stayed in the Contemporary or any of the expensive hotels. We always have stayed at either Port Orleans Riverside, or lately we've just been staying at Pop because they have the Skyliner, which is just an awesome mode of transportation. So this time the crop is in the ballroom at the Contemporary Hotel. Yes, in the ballroom. And 3 of my friends are going with me, and we are just going to live it up. We're going to my first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. And the reason why my magic band is purple, which is one of my favorite colors, but not my favorite color. My band is purple because I'm dressing up as Ursula. This friend here is dressing up as Ariel. This friend here is dressing up as Jasmine. And my bestie here is dressing up as Jafar. So we have the princess and the villain. I'm so excited, so very excited. But I couldn't let the day go by without sharing with you my Disney Magic Mail. Yes, I'm so excited. The downfall to this trip is I'm going to have to rent a wheelchair or a scooter or something because my back just will not allow me to walk for very long or stand for very long or even sit for very long. I have a disc that is causing some tension in my spine that causes my legs to, Laura was talking about the restless leg syndrome, and girl, I can totally understand. it's so hard to explain the feeling, the sensation when your legs do this. You have no control over it. No control at all. And mine feel like they're on fire. I call it the bears clawing me. It's so bad. And what it is the disc that's not in the right place is pinching a nerve in my spine. So it is spinal stenosis, but it's caused from an accident that I was in at the end of last year. And I didn't know if I was going to make this public or not, but I guess I will. I'm a plus size runner, and I always have been a plus size runner. But the spine surgeon won't fix my spine until I lose a significant amount of weight. So I haven't been able to run since October of 22. So you can imagine I have gained a few pounds. And I am now in the process of the long process that is weight loss surgery. And I am in that process now, about halfway. And then hopefully the spine surgeon said one of two things can happen after I lose enough weight. Either the weight will be lifted from my spine and it will heal itself, or he will have to go in and fix it and fuse my spine. But anyways, in the meantime, I suffer greatly with a whole lot of pain, and I have a couple other health issues that make it so that I can't take any of the hard medicines. They break down in your kidneys, and I am a chronic kidney disease sufferer on top of everything else that's going on. Chronic kidney disease is due to uncontrolled blood sugar levels. It doesn't cure itself. There is no cure for it. You can just slow the progression. And someday I will need dialysis. So the cardiologist put me on one of those semaglutide type injections for my blood sugar, because he wanted my A1C to come down even more. And since then, my blood sugar has been very good, except now my kidney function levels are not good. So evidently this breaks down in your kidneys. So yeah, it's just a struggle. So I mentioned in some earlier videos that I had some hurdles that I needed to get past before I could have surgery on my back. So because of that, I may end up leaving my job, and it's just a whole, I mean, nothing like turning your world upside down and being told by the doctor that we can't help you because you're fat. That was a hard pill to swallow here, coming from somebody who ran anywhere from 5 to 25 miles every week. And I'm still not losing weight. So, you know, my doctor and I, we've been working at this for years to try to figure out why, if I'm eating right and following such a harsh running regimen, why am I still not losing weight? And the only thing that we can come back to is the medication that they give you following a heart attack, because I did suffer a near fatal heart attack in 2016 due to the only thing they can figure was my 42 years of smoking. So I quit smoking, started running, fell in love with running. I mean, I miss it every single day. I tried to run in the front yard the other day just to play with the dog, and I can't. I just can't. It's awful. It's an awful feeling. But so I have all of my doctors are supporting the weight loss journey. I'm scared to death. If any of you have had weight loss surgery, share with me your experience. At this point, I'm not doing it because I want some hot little body. I'm just doing it because I want to survive. I want to live longer. I want to be pain-free or semi-pain-free. Anyways, that being said, I have canceled so many vacations over the fact that I couldn't get around, that when my friends said, what about Disney? Are you going to cancel Disney? The crop. I did cancel a Disney trip. But I was like, no, I'm going to go to the crop, even if I have to rent a scooter. And so I've been paying for this trip for a very long time, and a year or so. And it's paid for. It's non-refundable. I want to go. So the only options I have are to rent a wheelchair or a scooter, or not join my friends when they go over to Magic Kingdom for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. What? Let my friends go without me? No way, Jose. So, we are playing it by ear right now, and we're going to see how well I'm walking before I actually commit to a scooter. We'll see. But anyways, that's my deal. I said that there were some requirements that I had to fulfill before I could have back surgery, and that is it. My requirement is lowering my BMI considerably. That being said, I think he wants me to lose more weight than I haven't been that small since, I don't know, junior high. Sometimes I think their charts are a little off the chart. But, I'll do what I have to do to make myself healthier. And that's that. So anyways, if any of you can offer some advice, that would be amazing. Amazing. The one thing I can say, though, is I have just kept my spirits up through all of this. Because, when you're dealt a blow like that, it's really difficult. And I have just been a trooper. Not to be, tooting my own horn or anything, but that was a tough pill to swallow. But it's okay. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. And if this is the way God wants it to be for me, then that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm sorry if that offends anyone, but I am a true Christian believer. And I believe in the power of prayer. And, we've been praying for the right solution. I haven't been praying to please just take this all away and blah, blah, blah. It's like I've been praying, please, put me on the right path for the right outcome, because everything's going to turn out the way it's supposed to turn out, regardless of what you want or think you need. It's always going to work out the way it's supposed to. So I have learned over the years not to let things get to you, to bother you. Just it's going to be the way it's going to be, and everything happens for a reason. You might not know what that reason is for a long, long time, but everything happens for a reason. And my story to back that up is the simple fact that cancer saved my family. Not that I wish cancer on anyone ever. It's an awful thing to go through. But I can tell you, in my case, cancer saved my family. My daughter, at 23 years old, was treated like a doctor shopper every time she showed up in the emergency room in severe abdominal pain. She didn't have any insurance, and they treated her like she was a doctor shopper. If you don't know what a doctor shopper is, that's when somebody fakes pain to get pain medicine. And so one day she collapsed in my kitchen, and I took her to the emergency room, and they couldn't find anything wrong with her. So they gave her a prescription for 10 Percocets and told her to get dressed, that there was nothing they could do for her. And I stood there and literally stomped my foot and said, "We're not leaving here till you tell me what's wrong with my daughter. There's no reason why she should collapse on my floor." So we got a compassionate doctor who stayed with her for several hours, ordered the CT scan. Nobody wanted to order anything that cost any money because this doctor shopper, didn't have any insurance. So so we got a compassionate doctor, and they did a CT scan, and they found 2 large masses in her abdomen. So this was over 4th of July weekend. And they called in a surgical team from Duke to assist with what they saw. And come to find out, she had emergency surgery. They found 2 tumors in her ovaries. One was the size of a football, and one was the size of a softball. And they removed the tumors. They removed one of her ovaries. They cleaned up the other one and saved it for her, thinking that, maybe they could jumpstart it to work. And told her she had ovarian cancer. Oh my gosh, what an awful thing to wake up from surgery to. Little girl, you have ovarian cancer. Your life is never going to be the same. Well, the day she collapsed in the kitchen, that night, we were going to sit down and talk to her and tell her, "You can't live here anymore. You are walking the wrong road. You're not listening. You're doing things that we don't approve of, and we can't be a part of it." And long story short, Mom felt awful because I was going to kick my daughter out, and she was literally sick. But my daughter is now a Christian believer and believes in the power of prayer, because when she went for her 6-week checkup, she cut off all her beautiful hair because she knew she was going to lose it all. And she cut off all her hair, and we showed up for her 6-week post-op appointment to go over what was next. And the oncology surgeon said, "We got it all. You are cancer-free. I want to see you every 30 days for the next 6 months. But you are cancer-free." And so I'm telling you now, bad things don't always mean bad things. My family was being torn apart by a child of ours who was just totally not walking the right path. and bring cancer into the mix. And she realized, oh my gosh, how much there truth there is to the power of prayer. And so now my daughter, she ended up going to a Christian college. She met her husband, who was a Christian. She and her husband, they can't have kids because that ovary that I talked about, it never did jumpstart. She's going to have it removed someday. And they took over the youth group at church. I mean, they adopted a teenage daughter from, I used to work for a homeschool and counseling center for hurting and troubled teenage girls. And there was a girl there whose grandmother was dying, and that's who she lived with. So my daughter and son-in-law took over in the parental role and took her home and took care of her. And I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, bad things don't always happen because they're bad, and good things don't always happen because they're good. But everything happens for a reason. So all that mumble jumble, and just to tell you that everything happens for a reason. Nothing in this life just happens by happenstance. There's no such thing. The story was already written. So again, I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but that's my story. Anyways, back to diamond painting. Look how much I got done just telling my story. Oh my. So, I'm going to Disney World. Oh, I'm getting so excited. It's almost time for us to do our dining reservations, and we have plans to spend a day at Epcot, which is my most favorite Disney park of all time. So if you are a Disney freak like myself, what's your favorite Disney park? My least favorite Disney park would be Hollywood Studios. I don't think that park is a full day park. But it's my least favorite, but I can't go to Disney without going there. Well, I will when we go to the crop. I'm not going to, we're not hitting all the parks. We're just going to the Very Merry, no, not the Very Merry, the Not So Scary Halloween party, because I've never been to an after hours event at Walt Disney World. So I am super, super, super pumped for a nighttime after hours event. Oh my gosh, friends, when I was getting ready to edit this video, the doorbell rang. And I have to show you what the UPS man brought me today. Oh my goodness. So excited. It is the Run Disney Summer Virtual Series. Oh, let me get it out of the box. Okay, so Disney does their on-site races, and then they do before the world shut down, the summer series of virtual races. Now just about all of the races you can do virtually as well, but this is the summer series, and it is this Disney 100, and it's featuring Mickey through the years. Ready? I haven't opened it yet, so you're opening this with me. Oh my goodness! Trying to get it so you can see. It says, celebrating Disney 100 featuring Mickey through the years. Thanks to our sponsor, Marathon. Oh, that is so, how fitting is it that the company Marathon is sponsoring the Run Disney marathons. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Whether you wore running shoes, sorcerer's apprentice shoes, or yellow shoes, we hope you had a swell time celebrating 100 years of Disney, featuring Mickey through the years during our summer 2023 virtual series, the 8th edition of this awesome event. The fittingly themed bling that's enclosed should help make your achievement even more magical. Oh my goodness. So let me pull them out. Let's take a look at them. This is, oh my goodness, these are just beautiful. This is a pin. There's one of the medals. It's 3 5Ks, and then there's a like a challenge medal for doing all of them. So that was a 5K medal. This is a 5K medal, and Steamboat Mickey that spins in all of the zeros. This was the Mickey's Runaway Railway, and this spins, and it has a different picture on the back. Steamboat Willie has the steamboat on the back. And then, let's see, let's do the other 5K one. And then there's this one, it's Sorcerer Mickey with the broom on the back. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? And then lastly is the challenge. Oh my goodness, this one is heavy and it's big. Look, it covers my hand. This is the challenge medal. Oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. Oh my. So anyways, I just wanted to share with you what came in to my door today. Fitting that we're talking Disney, and Disney medals show up on my doorstep. Oh, I do need to say that I'm not running these races because my back is fried, but my husband is running them, and he's running them with our dog Benson. How cool is that? Anyways, until next time, everybody, have a fab day.